proof of corruption. Rohini Swami, Basavaraj Bommai says, but people on ground, are they feeling the pinch of corruption all around, cutting across party lines? You're in Jayanagar. What's the mood? Are people stepping out to vote?
So we'll have to.
And on the basis of all of these three, we are casting our vote. Congress is on the back foot.
Yes.
Yes, Rohini, go ahead. I
Well,
see,
if you
see
see,
Tejasvi
we are
Surya
here
behind
in
you.
South Bangalore. Right, I just have Tejasvi Surya behind me, but let me quickly tell you that this area especially is the bastion of Tejasvi Surya and he's Bangalore South MP as well. While he's speaking to the media, let me also tell you quickly that there are three issues. Number one, people are talking about what they want is they don't want corruption. Number two, they're talking about development, and they hope that whichever government comes to power, they ensure that it is a stable government, because people are quite unnerved and upset with the fact that for almost 4 decades now, Karnataka has not had a stable government. It has been having coalition. But I am quickly, if I can also get in and speak to Tejasvi and try to get him on.
The reason of the Prime Minister's roadshows.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Hi, Tejasvi, how are you doing?
Very good morning. Did you vote?
Well, I will very shortly. I will, of course. So, Tejasvi Surya here joined, and let me ask you one question. On the top of the mind, for people in Karnataka, it is about development, it is about corruption, and Bangalore, it's about infrastructure, inflation, and unemployment. What is it you think that the young voters should think, because they are also somebody who need to come out and vote, and Bangalore sees a very low percentage?
Three important factors. Whether there is a proven track record of leadership, which in the case of the BJP, the double-engine government with the Prime Minister at the centre, Yediyurappaji, Bommai at the state, has delivered.
Okay.
Two, whether the state has seen very visible development and has seen a government which has been sensitive to the cultural sensibilities of the state, which in the case of the BJP is yes. The last 3.5 years, Karnataka has attracted the highest FDI. Karnataka has the highest per capita income. Bengaluru figures as the world's fastest growing city. Karnataka has the lowest unemployment rate among all major states. So there is massive development work that the government has delivered. And so has the state fared in terms of its cultural assertion. Big cultural icons like Kempe Gowda, like Basavanna, all of them have been greatly celebrated over the last few years, which has given us renewed sense of purpose. This is the second thing. The third is most importantly the vision for the next 5 years, which in our manifesto through the roadmap for a $1 trillion economy, through the agriculture startup fund, through ideas like the special state capital region for Bengaluru. All of these are very progressive ideas that the manifesto has promised. So all these three are very important factors to consider while voting, and I'm sure
let me take you on that, because when I've been talking to people in the polling booths, they have been saying they want a stable government, they want a corruption-free government. Well, corruption is something that you have been targeted by, especially by the Congress. How are you going to manage that?
Well, the Congress targeting somebody for corruption, there can't be a bigger joke than that. Therefore, people of Bengaluru have come out to vote for a stable government that only the BJP can provide. They have come out to vote for a corrupt-free government by keeping the Congress out. That is why they have turned up in large numbers. And they are going to be voting for a government that will lead the state towards all-inclusive development and prosperity for the next 5 years, which again can be delivered by the BJP only.
You're
How
so
much
near
is the
yet so
Bajrangal
far.
issue going to help or not going to help the BJP?
Well, see, on the 13th, people of Karnataka are extremely sensitive to the cultural pride of the state. The Congress, not just in this issue, but repeatedly has tried to insult the people of the state, belittle our cultural roots and traditions. People of Karnataka, people of Bengaluru will give a very resounding response to such audacious, such arrogance of the Congress. On the 13th of May, you will see this.
Prime Minister Modi's rallies, blitzkrieg that we saw in Karnataka, how much is going to swing the seats for the BJP?
Whichever state the Prime Minister has campaigned in, there has been a massive change that the Prime Minister has brought to the electoral table. And Karnataka, Rohini, you are a very senior journalist covering Karnataka politics yourself. You know that people of Karnataka love the Prime Minister like it's nobody's business.
How many seats do you think is going to swing?
It's going to be a full majority government. And I can also tell you that I'm getting reports from all polling stations across Bengaluru today that they are seeing a massive surge in the number of people turning up for voting in the morning at 7, 8. And I can tell you that one of the primary reasons for that is the roadshow that the Prime Minister organized in Bengaluru. So I'm sure that the Prime Minister's roadshows, the Prime Minister's campaign, along with the development work that the double-engine government has done, is going to catapult us to victory again.
And calling the Prime Minister a poisonous snake and making comments that we've seen, especially from leaders from the Congress, how much is that going to hurt the Congress?
People of Karnataka take insult to the Prime Minister very personally.
Rohini,
You
please
will
ask
see
him. South
a
Bengaluru
very
is his
resounding
constituency.
response.
How
Like
many
I
seats
said
is the
earlier,
BJP
on
confident
the
of winning in
13th
his
of May,
constituency, Lok
people
Sabha
of
constituency?
Karnataka are going to give a very, very resounding response to all these issues that you mentioned.
I have a question for you. South Bengaluru, how many seats are you confident is the BJP going to win in Bengaluru number 1 and in South Bengaluru as well?
In Bengaluru,
because you represent
in
as an
Bengaluru,
MP.
Rohini, I think we will not be surprised if the party touches somewhere close to 19 or 20 seats. That's the kind of positivity that is there.
19 out of 28.
19 out of 28 is what we are sensing, or at least that's my reading. And in Bengaluru South, we are right now having 5 BJP MPs and 3 seats are held by the Congress. We hope to touch 6 to 7 seats.
Out of 224 seats, if I have to ask you, what is your number right now? What is the target? Target we know is 135 to 150. What is it that you are looking at this time?
It's a full majority government.
Full majority.
Give us a
that,
number.
Beyond that doesn't matter. Beyond
I think the
113.
number more important is
it
the
honestly
number of
doesn't
people who turn out to vote. Rohini, great conversation you're having with Tejasvi Surya. We're just going to pull out.